This is gonna be a secret reading for Libra. What we see from the cards, it's someone from the past who's really trying to do everything they can in order to deny the fact that they're still thinking about you and that they still have feelings for you. At the top of the reading, the first card that we see is representing this person and the energy that they carry. Not once. What we see here is someone very energetic. The not once is always a person who is enthusiastic, who's impatient, and who wants everything now. Right here, in fact, we have an energy that doesn't really think about things. It just goes for it and then thinks about the consequences later. And overall, this could be a very positive energy. Someone who goes for what they want, very passionate, and very loving too. They don't see the impossible, they don't see the obstacles. And so they always charge ahead for the thing that they want, sometimes overstepping other people. Also, this could be a card that it's talking about someone who travels a lot or who's not close to the same city where you live in at this moment in time. But we can see underneath the surface where this passion and energy is coming from. Nine of Pentacles. With the Nine of Pentacles, we definitely have someone who has it all. They are one step away from the competition of this cycle where they can really say, I made it and now I have it all. Also, what you see here is someone that is showing off what they have. And so the cards chose us to tell us for some reason that this person, their energy, their passion and their drive, it's also because they need the people around them to see how much they have, how much they're willing to fight in order to get to a specific goal. There is some search of validation here, which doesn't have to be a negative thing, but it might be something that it's important for you to know right now, maybe to understand a little bit where certain actions and events came from. But with the next cards, we can see that this person is purposely deciding to not communicate with you and to not tell you something in particular. Eight of Wands. Usually the Eight of Wands talks about a lot of movement, a lot of messages exchanged in between you and another person. And these are very quick messages, text messages, emails, not talking about long conversations. And those messages and words come from the fact that there is a lot of passion, a lot of energy underneath the surface that needs to come out. But what they're doing instead is blocking all of that energy, therefore blocking communication. And keep in mind that this card is general. It's just talking about really trying not to get in contact with you or behave in a way that makes you think the opposite of a certain situation. For example, what I see right here, also given the next card, is that they're desperately trying to behave in a way that makes you think that they don't miss you or that they don't need you. There is a lot of work here that they're doing in order to make you believe that, so much that even if I didn't see the next card, I would immediately understand that instead they're trying to hide something. And in fact, underneath the surface, we can see it. Princess of Cups. And with this card, all we see is a very emotional message connected to love and feelings that is trying to come out. We see it right here in the Eight of Wands. The cause and reason for all of that energy that they're blocking is because there are a lot of feelings and love that they still have for you. This is absolutely clear with the Princess of Cups, where we have an energy that brings emotions, shows us someone that it's a dreamer. They have this dream of being back with you, whether they actually had a dream about it or they daydream about it instead. Keep thinking about maybe one day fixing things, going back together and give it another try. They are in touch with their intuition and with the desires that they have inside of them. But we've seen that this is underneath the surface. and instead on the surface they're blocking all of it, and they're behaving in a way aimed to make you think that they don't need this relationship anymore. Strength. And in fact here we have a card that it's talking about a person who's very confident, who walks into the room and commands attention. They have everything they need and they don't need anyone. And in this case, this message, it's towards you. They're really trying to achieve a lot of things and then showing them off, not only to the world, but especially to you, in order to make you believe again that they don't need a connection with you, they don't need your love, your words, your presence. But keep in mind again that this is what we have on the surface, and what is showing up underneath instead, it's absolutely the opposite. Six of Cups. And in fact, underneath the surface we see more cups, more emotions and feelings that they're trying to block. And perhaps they're not just trying to block them on the surface so that you don't see them, but also chances are that they're blocking them to themselves as well. They don't want to think about it, they don't want to focus on them too much, because they know that in case they do, they will just suffer and start missing you even more. But with the Six of Cups, we don't have someone that strong and that independent. Instead, we have someone very nostalgic, focusing on the past, thinking about past events, memories, and people, thinking about you. There is still a lot of love that they have for you, regardless of the fact that they want to act on it or not, regardless of the fact that they want to admit that this is the case or not. The love is there. It's all underneath the surface. And in order to understand when and if it will come out and how the situation will evolve, make sure to check out the extended reading linked below.